awesome. First time in a long time that I've opened up a pomelo and found seeds. It was the first citrus that I actually tried to grow from seed, but they all died on me. So I'm going to try and get these, and I will show you how to do it tomorrow. Okay, so basically, to get your citrus seeds to sprout, the easiest way to do it is to make almost like a little greenhouse for them. You just put them on a plate with a moist paper towel in there, so you can see them in there. It's almost like a little greenhouse because keeps the moisture in and makes it a little bit warmer and easier for them to sprout. But the thing is that the seeds have a really hard shell on the outside, so it can take a long time for the sprouting to happen. So what you want to do is actually use your sharp knife here, and I'll show you in a second how you can peel back this outer layer, and then they'll sprout a lot quicker. So I've never tried it without pulling the peel back like this, but supposedly it can take like months, maybe like 2, 3, 4 months. Whereas if you peel them the way I show you, it's only going to take maybe like 2, 3, 4 weeks at the most. So I think most of mine have sprouted after about 2 weeks. And yeah, I've had good success, so I'll show it to you in a second. Okay, so you can see I've peeled back the little outer skin from a few of the seeds. And then here's, one that's in kind of a state of somewhat still covered. So you can see you just use the knife and kind of cut into the very tip of it a little bit, and then just peel back this outer layer, and you end up with all these nice looking seeds. And this really drastically reduces the time it'll take for them to sprout. Okay, so you can see them all peeled now, and all you really have to do is just make sure the paper's damp, and you just fold it back over on top of the seeds like this. Put it back in the plastic bag, and just make sure that this stays damp. You don't need a whole lot of water in there, just damp. And just check it every couple days, make sure it hasn't dried out. Put in some more water if it has, and eventually you will start seeing little sprouts coming out of this. I'm really excited to be getting some pomelo seeds after a long time of looking. Usually in Hungary, what I've noticed is almost all of the pomelos that come in are from China. And I don't know why, but it just seems like almost none of them have actual full-size seeds like this. Might have to do with the way they're picking them or something, I don't know, or maybe it's like a particular type, but they all end up with these little tiny shriveled up seeds that you just can't do anything with. They're not going to be able to be sprouted. So this pomelo I actually got from the store nearby, and it was from Vietnam, I believe. So maybe it's something to do with the Chinese pomelos. They don't have the good seeds, but in either case, I'll show you guys how these start sprouting, and then I'll be planting them as well. There's a couple of interesting things about citrus. So most citrus trees that you know of, like oranges and things like that people eat, they're grafted. So what happens is if you try to grow from seed, they don't grow true to the fruit. So you have to do grafting. But I've done some reading, and it's my understanding that pomelos and mandarins and lemons, they have a really good chance of growing true from seed. So yeah, that's why I wanted to try these varieties as opposed to say grapefruits or oranges. So I didn't want to have to go get a commercially grafted plant, or to graft it myself. Although who knows, in the future maybe I'll learn more about that. But for now, I just wanted to see if I can grow one from seed and see if it'll produce fruit. So I'll check back in with you guys and show you what it looks like later. Okay, through the magic of time travel and video editing, 2 weeks have passed, and I wanted to show you guys the seeds. I already cheated, I looked ahead. Just figured I'd show you guys how tricky to do this. You can see that all the seeds have sprouted. So these are the pomelo seeds, and voila! You can see that they have all sprouted. So yeah, it's 2 weeks almost to the day, I think, actually. And no, it looked like it got a little bit of mold on that one over there. But it's probably still going to be fine. It's just around the seed. So yeah, I'm going to let these go. The next step that you'll see on these is there will be a little, green leafy part that will start growing up from the ends, and it'll start shooting up. I don't think they like being flipped over, so that's something you should be careful of. I did mess up that on my first time with the pomelos, is that I wasn't careful with the napkin, and I was like kind of flipping the seeds all over the place, and I think that kind of confused the plant. And what ended up happening is that the stem that's supposed to start growing up was growing all sideways and got all crooked, and then when I planted it, it was just kind of like all over the place and didn't do well. So yeah, you'll start seeing some little green shoots coming out of here, and then we'll plant these. So maybe another few days, probably at the most, maybe a week, but I'll share that as well. Another 10 days have gone by, and you can see now that they are growing quite nicely in there. I don't know, I'm going to open this for you because you can't see it that well, but they have little green stems in there shooting up. So I just wanted to share this. They're ready to get planted, basically. I'm going to open this up. Let's take this out of here. So, here we go. You can see them. They are pretty much ready to go. Get ready to be planted. So this one's already got its leaves kind of sticking out, and here too. They're looking quite good. I think this is the only one that didn't do so good. It's got some mold on it, so that one looks like it may have either just died. It may still grow out. I don't know. I might try washing it off, but it's got some like black junk on there. So yeah, I'm going to plant these, and then what you have to look forward to is, this is about a 9-month-old kumquat, and then this guy here is a mandarin that I planted close to 2 years ago. So you figure in about 2 years, this is pretty reasonable growth. And then this guy is 9 months. So yeah, I'll plant these out and hopefully get some pomelo trees growing too. Just wanted to share that, and yeah, let me know if you guys are growing any of this stuff yourself, if there's any good tricks to keeping them growing nicely in pots. But yeah, I think long term I still would want to get into some greenhouse kind of situation. Right now they're just in the house, and it's not ideal. It's kind of hard to keep the moisture levels right, and even like light is kind of an issue, getting enough sunlight. But yeah, who knows? Maybe someday soon we'll get a greenhouse going. So yeah, if you enjoyed that, please remember to subscribe and share, and have a great day. Bye.